Hey up everybody, Betty's back again. Right, today this is one, I think I was requested this a long time ago and I just totally forgot about it. It's one I really fancy, and it's an egg custard tart. So I'm really looking forward to it because it's one of my favourites and I haven't had it for a long time. So without further ado, I'll show you the ingredients and we'll crack on with it. Okay, so for the pastry, we have 175 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of lard, some caster sugar, that's 1 egg yolk for that, and for the filling, 300 mils of milk, some nutmeg grated, 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk, and again some caster sugar. That is it. So let's get on with it. Okay, so we're back to the old school method again. So there's our 175 grams of plain flour. Into this we'll go, we'll get a knife, our lard, which I've just had in the fridge again because it was starting to get a bit melty. Oh, there we go. And our 50 grams of butter, so that's 50 grams of each. That's going into there. Put that in. Lovely. Right, so it's the same as before. You're just going to work this with your fingers until it resembles breadcrumbs, basically. Work the fat in. Same as what I did before with the quiche. Except this is going to be a sweet pastry. We'll be having some sugar added to it very shortly. It does get your fingers going, this one, like. And just keep working it and working it and working it. With my gorilla fingers. Yeah, I really fancied this. And it also means that we can have, instead of doing a dish that we have for tea, we can have a nice simple, easy tea. Probably something like cheesy beans on toast or something like that. That's probably what we'll end up with tea for tonight, but this is just a little treat for us. I can't remember the last time I had an egg custard. Oh, actually, I tell a lie, it was there. Well, it's not. Well, it is an egg custard, that the Portuguese one. Was it pasta del nade or something like that? I can't remember the name of it, but it's nice, very similar. And that's the last time I had one of those, and I think I got that from, it was a freebie from Lidl's with the Lidl app. And before that, I think it was one of those, one was actually in Portugal, which was, yeah, 10 times better than the one I got from Lidl's, but still very nice. Right, I'm just going to, hold on a second. Just going to finish this off and I'll come back to you. Okay, so that will do. And into here, 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. There we go. 2 teaspoons. Our egg yolk, which I've whisked up. Make sure it's all beaten. And then I forgot the water. A little bit of water goes in to make a dough, obviously, because you're not going to be able to form a dough with just an egg yolk. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in and see how we go. And let's see if we can make a dough. Yep, that's come together already. A bit squidgy. Maybe a bit too much water in there. I think there may have been. So you must have needed a little splash of water. Right, so what I'm going to do is wash my hands there. Just going to add a little touch of flour. Just a little touch. Just to leave that there just in case I need some more. Just to stop that from being so squidgy. It's still looking a bit wet, so I'll add a little bit more. Not too much because it's probably going to alter the pastry a little bit. Just so it's a bit easier to handle, that's all. There we go. That's a bit less sticky. Right, so I'll just wash my hands and I'll come back to you guys. Right, so that's a little bit better. I'm now going to wrap it up in some cling film. And that is now going to go in the fridge for 30 minutes to cool down. Okay, so that's had its 30 minutes in the fridge. I'm now going to roll this out. I've just lightly dusted our surface. I'm just trying to make it around before we start. And I'm just going to work this. There's a bit too much flour there, look. Some of that off. Been learning a few tricks off the master, aka Mand. So we've got, I can't remember the exact size of the tart case. I think it's the 9-inch one. I don't know. I should have checked that. But I'm going to keep rolling this out until it's big enough to go in there. I've lightly oiled it as well, the flan case. So that's all ready to go. Just starting to break up a little bit there, so I'll just amend that bit. A little auto repair. And it's just come straight apart again. Push it together. Probably going to come apart again. Alright, I'm just looking at the size of my dish. So there you go. Maybe a little bit more. And then I'm going to line it with this. I'm not going to blind bake it. I'm going to line it and put it back in the fridge in its case. You will stay together. Do as you're told. No, it's not. It's been naughty. Somebody tell it. Stop being naughty. Right. Yep, I think that's about right. So, I'll sort this out and get it into the case. Right, as you can see, that's nicely into there. I'm just making sure it's into the corners, which it is. I'm going to leave the overhang there, just in case it shrinks, which it probably will. Just a little bit of a repair job there. without making it too bad. Just making sure it's all pushed into the corners nicely. And that's it. So that's going to go in the fridge to chill. Guys, so we'll get on with making the actual custard part. I'm gently warming this milk up, the 300 mils of milk. Just warming that up. And I've also put the 2 eggs, the egg yolk, and the 2 tablespoons of caster sugar into this bowl, and I've just whisked it up like so. I've got the oven preheated or on at 200 degrees, that's 400 Fahrenheit, gas mark 6. So that's preheating in a minute, so we're just waiting for this to warm up and I'll come back to you. Okay, so the milk is now warm, so I'm actually going to pour the milk into this custard mixture, into the eggs. Just going to do a little bit and whisk it like mad. And this is obviously the custard bit. Just going to gradually add that. Lovely jubbly. Obviously we don't want the milk too warm because it'll make scrambled eggs. So I'm just going to keep whisking that for the time being. That looks okay to me. It hasn't separated or made scrambled eggs, so I'm happy with that. So that's the custard bit done. So now let's get rid of this. Fine sieve, and we pour this through the sieve into our casing. So that will get rid of any impurities, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't leak, else I'm in trouble. Right, grated nutmeg on the top. So let's have a go at this. So it's about 1/4 teaspoon, so but just, you know, just going to make sure it's got a nice smattering of it all over the place. Lovely. Right, that's ready to go in the oven, which I'm going to attempt off camera. Right, I've successfully got it in the oven. It's going in at 200 like I said, but that's only for 15 minutes and then we come back and turn it down. So I'll come back at that stage. Right, so that has had its 15 minutes. So now all I'm going to do is turn this down to 170. That's 325 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 3. For another 30 minutes. And that will be our lovely egg custard done. Okay, so that's out the oven and cooled down. I've cut a slice out of it. It's a bit fragile, to be honest, and it had a little bit of a skin round it, like you get on a rice pudding. So I've picked that off, I'm afraid. But I've pulled a slice off, And as you can see, that is done. It smells absolutely delicious. So anyway, taste testing time. Right, so there we have it. Hold on, let me move this camera a little bit. Let me get round here so I'm not directly under there. Right, there's my slice. Some of the pastry is a bit fragile, so it's not perfect. And that bit I've got is a bit thin. But I tell you what, that tastes lovely. So that wasn't very good from myself, but it tastes delicious. That's gone a bit thin. Never made an egg custard before, so hey, first attempt. Pastry's got a little sweet tinge to it. The custard, you can taste the nutmeg, and it's set properly. So, but pastry's lovely. I'd only give myself about a 5 out of 10 for that, because that wasn't my best effort. But hey, I'm sure it'll improve next time I try it. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching and for all your likes, all your comments, all your recipe ideas. Keep them all coming. If you feel like liking the video, thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It really helps the pair of us. So, right, it's dinner time, so I'll be cracking on, clearing up, and then back to work this afternoon. So I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.